Hey guys, I'm going to introduce your drawing station to you. So once you have your proposal approved, the first thing I'm going to ask you is what paper you would like to work on. And you're going to come over here to our menu board and you can pick any paper that you want. On this board right now, the drawing paper is A, 12 by 18, E, 9 by 12. And F, which is I think the largest drawing paper that we have, is 18 by 24. And that's just a place to start. You're not locked in. If you want to change those dimensions in any way, I will gladly cut paper for you, or you can cut paper for yourself and get it to be the size and shape that you want. And then this is where the paper is stored in the classroom, and you'll see how the labels match up to the menu, that you can get paper that's A, B, C, D, E, or F. So you locate it here. And then if you're working with paper and then you're in the drawing station and it's small enough to fit in your art folder, then you don't need a drawing board. But if you're working with something that is larger than your folder, like A or F, then you're going to need to attach your drawing paper onto a drawing board. The drawing boards are kept here, and they are, in all different kinds of stages of being, they've been in the art room for quite a bit. So I've got old canvas boards. I've got Masonite boards. These are actually the nicer ones, I think. I've got some that just got donated from another classroom over the summer. Those are very nice and you could use them. And I also have, somebody had donated some old campaign signs, and we could use those for drawing boards. And what they're going to do is they're going to give us some stability so that you can attach your drawing paper onto it. And then I'll show you toward the end of this video where these get stored. So you will attach your paper. This happens to be that A. This is that 12 by 18 size. And you'll attach it down on all four sides with masking tape. And it may pull the paper up a little bit when you're taking it off, but it will keep your paper flat while you're working. And I can give you some tips and tricks on how to get that tape off so that it doesn't destroy anything that you drew. So don't peel tape off until you show me, and then I'll show you how to take the tape off, and it'll be good. And then for the most part, a lot of your drawing materials are going to be found here in this tower. Some more general supplies, or maybe the ones that you need a lot more often, are found on the top. There is an ice cube tray filled with erasers, rulers. There's some graphite sticks here, drawing pencils. We've got some transfer paper. I've got some sketchbook paper if you ever need it. The paper towel roll is holding the masking tape, which you'll need for attaching your paper. And again, you're only attaching paper if it is bigger than your folder. If it's like the size that we're working with right now with our 3-word mashup, those will fit into your folder. And then I've got scissors here on the top, some large variety and small, glue sticks, handheld sharpeners. And then as you come down through, you'll see Prismacolored pencils, which are they're the best colored pencils that I have in the classroom. And then I have washable markers, thick and thin. I also have more scissors down toward the bottom, and I also have oil crayons and pastels. And then as you come around the room, I have a light table here in the classroom if you need to trace anything, and that is plugged in and ready to go, and you can use that. Here are just some general supplies, like some drawing paper, some different tools, staplers, kind of like our section, our station 8 is like our office supply. This is our sign out sheet with pencils for signing out. These are pencils to borrow if you have forgotten a pencil for class, and they correspond to an artist like Pablo Picasso or Mary Cassatt. If I was going to take the Chuck close pencil, I can take it, write my name down, and then at the end of the block, you return it. And it has just helped immensely with not having pencils just constantly leaving. This is for right now where the large trash can is. And I have a handheld sharpener here. And then in a minute, I'm going to show you where I have the electronic or the mechanical pencil sharpeners. And then up front, I have some rolling bins. And the ones that I have pulled out, Art Cart 1, 2, 3, and 4, they also have some drawing supplies on them that you might find handy. This has 3 rows of colored pencils. This has some different tools like safety compasses, templates, and you'll find those there on Art Cart 2. This also has some tools for drawing, some color matching. It's called a color card deck, and then some brushes. This also has some little brooms on top, Art Cart 4. Art Cart 4 also has the blending sticks and some texture makers and painting tape. As I come around the room, for right now, those higher, better quality markers, those Oyuhu markers, I have stored right here. And these come in a wide variety of colors. They are dual tipped, where you will see that they have like a chisel tip on one end and maybe like a brush tip on the other. And these are really nice if you would like to kind of experiment with those. Here are the electric pencil sharpeners. And what we did last year is we kept this one for the pencils, the graphite, and this one for colored pencils. If you ever need a headset for listening to a video, I have headsets here. And I think that for the most part covers everything that I have for our drawing station. And then if this would be your piece at the end of the block and you need a place to store it, it can go one of 2 places. It could go on the drying rack, even though it doesn't need to dry. It just needs a place to be until you come back for your next class. We also have this rolling storage system here on the bottom where drawings can easily go for storage from one class period to the next. So that's your drawing station. If you have any questions or concerns with this area, just let me know and I'll be happy to answer any questions for you. All right, drawing.